Hello, everybody. Hi, good day. This is Queena here, and welcome to episode number 23. Now, today I just want to mainly talk about what the theme is actually. The news is actually meant to scare you, to startle you, right? Now, look at this article. There was a study done very recently that crypto coverage in media peaked following market slump. That means the news, right, and the media are always, much more happy and they will more likely to report when there's bad news. Yeah. Just like people are more likely to pity you if you are down, or if you're in a pitiful state or if you have failed at something. Now, if you have successful or if you have achieved something, then basically people are not so keen to talk about you, not so keen to give you much love. That's what this is similarly. Now, a recent study by blockchain-oriented research from Clover found that cryptocurrency coverage in the mainstream media spikes when the market drops off. And they have looked at the prices over the past 5 years, and they have tracked the weekly number of articles. And basically what they found is that every time when there's a crash, see here, just after the price drop, the media coverage immediately peaked even higher than when the prices was high. Similarly here, again, when it dropped, peaked. All this peaked is always after the price. The price is the pink line. It's always after that. So this just go to say that, the media really wants you to think, and there's honest manipulation really to want you to think that, cryptocurrency is bad. And really at this time, it's really the people who in the know, right, who will basically accumulate. But, it's the masses who are really going to be the missing out. That's what this is. Next up, now, despite the current still, rate, a sea of rate, Wall Street continues to experiment with cryptocurrencies despite crypto crash. That means they are still remain committed. That's what I think about this, right? DRW is basically one of the largest proprietary traders in the US, DRW. They have recently engaged in creating security tokens which are backed by tangible real-world property and real estate. What they do is basically they securitize the property into tokens, and basically this allows people to have very small ownership of the building. So for example, what they have done recently is that they made a deal with the owner of Student Tower block near the University of South Carolina campus in Columbia to tokenize the building, which will turn the original building into a private real estate investment trust. So it's a REIT. Half of the property will be sold as 955 security tokens, costing $21,000 each. Now, so rather than buying a property which is going to cost you probably hundreds of thousands or even millions, right? You can now own a small piece of a property at just 20,000. So it's much more affordable for people. So you're really talking about, micro transactions here, right? I mean, in the real estate sense, this is micro, right? 20,000 entry price. So these tokens will be recorded on blockchain to ensure that ownership can be easily identifiable. What is important is that because you can't just sell half or part of the building, so it's better, that everything is recorded on the blockchain, right? So the ownership of just parts of the building, it is possible, right? So yeah, it is possible now with the blockchain technology and the immutable ledger, but previously it is not possible. So they are one of the latest, to continue. And of course, you have other companies, right, like Bakkt will continue to, although differ plans, but they will continue to launch a Bitcoin futures, which is the physical delivered contracts, right? Futures, Bitcoin futures backed by physical delivery, so not just paper trade, right? So it's really, and of course, Fidelity, they started already to offer cryptocurrency trading, and later we're going to see they even they're looking at expanding their tokens. Now, major crypto exchange Huobi announces derivative market platform. This is like the third or the fourth largest cryptocurrency exchange, Huobi. is originated from the China, but is now based in Singapore. What they're looking at, they are already, they have a spot trading, but now they're looking at offering a derivative market. So basically, you can investors can buy long or short positions. Now this is very good, right? They are basically, they're not the first one, but what is interesting is that they give users the flexibility to choose their leverage multiplier. So it can be 1 time, 5 times, 20 times, or 10 times, whereas in other exchange they are more set multiplier. So this is good because more and more trading platforms are actually offering this futures position. Basically, then you're saying it gives more options for investors, right? So basically, then the market will be more liquid and more diversity. That is basically a sign of the market maturing, actually. Now, this another news which we talked about recently, right? The Fidelity, they want to offer clients major altcoins in addition to just Bitcoin and Ethereum. They already said that basically, next year they're going to offer some products, but mainly just Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're they're really the top ones that people are much more open to trade, right? But now I think basically what happens is that they are seeing much more stability in the top 5 to 7 cryptocurrencies by market cap. So they're looking to actually include those as well in their new offerings early next year. They're mainly targeting the institutions. So it's interesting because the first is just Bitcoin, Ethereum, because those are the known ones. Institutions will only go with those. But now they're expanding it, so it is very interesting for the the number 3 to number 7. So like Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and so on. Right, that's interesting. Now, Coinbase also, they have quietly rolled out OTC, over-the-counter crypto trading this month, but they prefer to keep it under wraps. I believe it's mainly because of the market crash, right? So, they prefer not to publicize it at this point now, just keep it under wraps. So basically, again, this is very good again. So there are more and more trading platforms coming to offer over-the-counter trading. What this is, again, just not too long after Binance bought Koi, which is has an OTC trading arm. Again, what are they preparing for? OTC is mainly, again, targeting the institution market. So they're basically positioning themselves, because they must have foreseen institutions are going to come in next year or the following year. So this is all positive news. There's also a latest exchange called HBUS. It's basically owned by Huobi. They're very aggressive. They are the latest one. And what is interesting is that they have a billboard to make fun of the Wall Street, showing them as private. And then Coinbase, which is the largest crypto exchange today, they're showing them as Homo erectus, when HBUS is like the fully evolved human, right? And to make their marketing more sexy, they are actually waiving off, that means zero trading fees for crypto for the rest of 2018, which is 1 more month to go now. So it is interesting to see. Now, again, on some positive news, despite the market crash, right, the Bitcoin hardware wallet Ledger actually had a very good sale in the last weekend, which is the Black Friday sale. So basically, they say they are surprised, in fact, with the latest market crash, they're seeing a trend that's different. The Black Friday of 2018 was almost as good as Black Friday that we had in 2017. Remember, 2017, there was, retail bull run, right? Retail-led bull run. But interesting that the sale of 2018 is still the same as 2017. That means there are still people who are actually buying and who are actually investing, to safeguard their wallets properly. Or the other point is more people are now more savvy. They are more aware of the cybersecurity risk. So then, they really take this time, take advantage of the sale to actually come in and invest in proper, storage solutions, right? So this is another sign of cryptocurrency going mainstream because Jeopardy is actually featuring entire category on crypto. Jeopardy is actually one of America's most prominent show, and they basically have, a segment completely dedicated to crypto. So it's again very interesting. It's basically bringing crypto to really the masses in US. So it's good, I think, right? lastly, it's just very interesting. I thought ASUS partners with Quantum Cloud to help gamers earn passive income. So Taiwan-based electronic major ASUS basically partnered with Quantum Cloud, a startup with a software solution that allows gamers to use their idle graphic cards to mine cryptocurrency, and then by doing that, they receive a digital cash payout through PayPal or WeChat. So that's all I have today. So, but basically, I just want to remind everybody, right? The news, right? The theme again is actually there's a lot of good things happening currently in cryptocurrency, but the headlines in all major news are still, highlighting the crash, and um, people are highlighting those people who are basically saying, okay, crypto is really dead now, it's going to see more bottom and all. It's basically really to instill fear in normal people who doesn't, really see beyond the headlines. That's what I want to say. So anyway, have a good day, and hope you have a great evening, and see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, and yes, live well and live with passion, live with energy. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks.